Hello again. A Castlemaine woman has been charged after police cars were rammed near Essendon. The 24-year-old, along with the 29-year-old man, allegedly crashed a stolen car into multiple police vehicles while trying to avoid arrest last Thursday. It left an officer in hospital requiring treatment, but he's since been discharged. The woman faces 25 charges, including multiple counts of burglary, theft and drug possession. She was granted bail and will appear in court in March. The Labor government says it will deliver a community battery for the Maldon area in a boost for local residents who've shown their support for renewable energy. It's set to cut bills and emissions as well as reduce pressure on the grid. And police have installed new technology in order to scan number plates as a means of protecting lives on our roads. It can detect suspended, disqualified or unlicensed drivers as well as unregistered or stolen vehicles. It'll be partly cloudy and 37 for Kerrang tomorrow. Hello again. Canberra pharmacies have been left empty-handed and unsure of when they'll receive a supply of rapid antigen tests. Today, millions of concession card holders became eligible for free tests as part of a new federal government scheme. Some pharmacies, sick of constant calls, have resorted to updating their voicemail system, saying they have no stock. As part of the rollout, those eligible will be able to access up to 10 free tests over a 3-month period. 2 men, one in his 40s, the other in his 90s, are the latest people to die with COVID-19 in the ACT. The Territory recorded another 756 positive results. Meanwhile, 19 infections were reported in the snowy Monero. And a 34-year-old man has had his licence suspended after he was caught driving 5 times over the legal drinking limit. Police say he was pulled over along Jerrabomberra Avenue in Simonson. His licence was suspended for 90 days and he'll face court at a later date. That's all from us. Have a good night. Hello again. 2 women are lucky to be alive following a fiery crash in Newhaven. The car, which had struck a tree, burst into flames on Phillip Island Road around 4:30 a.m. Both women were airlifted to hospital but with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Gippsland's COVID cases have drastically dropped over the weekend, with fewer than 100 infections recorded overnight. Only 92 cases were logged across the southeast, with a third of those traced to Latrobe. Across the state, more than 11,500 cases were recorded, a significant decline from last week's figures. And ahead of Australia Day, DELP in Gippsland is urging campers to be responsible while in our national parks. We're being asked to clean up after ourselves and to avoid parking on narrow roads to allow for traffic to safely move through the areas. It's 28 and partly cloudy for Wonthaggi tomorrow. We'll have some more news coming up soon. Good night. Hello again. A 73-year-old man was flown to John Hunter after his leg got stuck in a rotary hoe in Wollongong. The dangerous crop machine caused serious injuries to his lower body. Another $80 million has been committed to the M1 Pacific motorway extension. It's set to run from Black Hill to Raymond Terrace, taking the federal government's investment in the Hunter project to $1.68 billion. The project is expected to create 2,700 jobs, but construction won't begin until next year. And Newcastle Winter Olympians are making themselves known. Local figure skater Kalani Crane will head to Beijing for her 2nd Olympic Games. Meanwhile, Paralympic silver medalist Lauren Parker has been crowned Newcastle's Citizen of the Year for her remarkable results in Tokyo. It was just 5 years after a horror cycling accident when she was told she'd never walk again. 27 and partly cloudy in Wollongong tomorrow. Have a great night. Hello again. Pharmacies across the region say they're overwhelmed with the demand for rapid antigen tests. From today, concession card holders are able to receive free tests from their local pharmacy. Priceline Pharmacy in Wollongong says it has very low supplies, others saying they are completely out of stock. We're being urged to remain patient, with current shortages expected to heavily impact the rollout of tests. Residents across the Illawarra are being urged to monitor for symptoms and get tested if they arise after the region recorded 896 new cases over the past 24 hours. There were 516 positive PCR results, including 269 in Wollongong, 122 in Shell Harbour and 99 from Shoalhaven. And when children return to the classroom next month, they'll be required to do twice weekly COVID tests. It's part of a plan to keep schools open and limit the spread of Omicron in students who are not yet fully vaccinated. Good evening. Hello again. Ballarat police are calling for witnesses to a serious assault in Black Hill. It's believed 3 people attacked a man on Peel Street last Monday night. His injuries were so severe he was taken to Royal Melbourne Hospital in an induced coma. Detectives are hoping to find this man, who they believe can help with the investigation. Some pharmacies across Ballarat say they still haven't received any rapid antigen tests. From today, anyone with a concession card can now receive RATs for free, that is, as soon as they come in stock. Government allocations are not expected to arrive until the start of February, with people hunting for free tests expected to put even more pressure on local pharmacies. And 5 CFA crews near Edenhope and Casterton have been sent across the border to help fight a fire after a South Australian volunteer died on duty. CFS member Louise Hinks was battling a blaze when she was crushed by a tree. It'll be 25 and humid for Aries Inlet tomorrow. Have a great night.